Let's be real. There's nothing worse than looking in the mirror and not recognizing the man staring back at you. You used to look at yourself like a king, a conqueror, a warrior. But now, you've become so weak, you're fragile as a glass. Your mind is foggier than clouds, and your body, it's softer than a pillow. And your sex drive is gone. You're like a 300-year-old grandpa. You feel stuck. But here's the truth. This isn't who you are. This is who you've become because of low testosterone. Because think about it. You used to have so much energy. Your sex drive was through the roof. You were like an animal. You were like a lion trying to hunt your wife like a prey. But now, because of the weak habits you do, you've become low testosterone. And I'll be 100% honest with you. It's not your fault. But staying like this is 100% your responsibility. Now, in case you don't know, testosterone is what makes a man feel like a man, physically and mentally. Think of testosterone like an engine oil in a high-performance sports car. Physically, it keeps your body running smooth and powerful by building muscle, driving energy, and burning fat. Mentally, it keeps your mind sharp and your confidence high, just like how clean oil keeps the engine responsive and fast. Now, no matter how well the machine is, whether you're a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, if it doesn't have the right oil, it will break down. And that's the same with men. Without optimal testosterone, everything starts to fall off. And to make the matter even worse, we're in a world that kills your testosterone from every possible angle. Like through processed foods, poor sleep, weak movement, fake dopamine, and no sunlight. And not to be a conspiracy theorist, but the Matrix, as they called, want to control you, right? They want you weak. They want you to have poor sleep. They want you to be less and less masculine. And you don't believe it? Think about when was the last time news promoted masculinity. Never, right? Because they're too busy promoting LGBTQ stuff and feminism. Because here's the real truth. They don't want you to be strong. You know why? So that they can control you and they can do whatever they want to you. Because the truth is, if you're a weak man, you're not gonna stand up for your principle and your values. You're not gonna do that. But a strong man, he's gonna stand up for his principle and values no matter what happens. And that's why the Matrix wants you weak, because they want to control you. Think of it like keeping a lion in a zoo. In the wild, a lion is strong, alert, and dominant. That's why he's the king of the jungle. It hunts, it leads, it protects. But in a zoo, where he's fed on a schedule, where there's no need to chase for food, there's no real threat of someone attacking him, it becomes lazy, dull, and slow. The strength is still there, but it's buried under comfort and control. And that's what's happening to men today. Society has caged them with distractions, soft messaging, fake dopamine, processed foods, and all those unnecessary stuff. Not because men are weak, but because strong men are harder to control. You're still a lion, but you're just in the zoo, and it's time to break out. But most men are stuck in a loop. They know something's wrong, they feel something's off, but they just don't know how to change it. So what do? They numb it down with unnecessary caffeine, with junk foods, with processed foods. And do you know how crazy that looks? And instead of stopping in the gas station to fuel up, you ignore the signs. And what you did instead was you drain the tank and you put whatever you can to fuel the tank. That's how dumb that sounds. Now, if you were to ask me what would you do to increase your testosterone, then bear this in mind. I've researched all of the methods to increase your testosterone, whether that be TRT, steroids, supplements, and the truth is, I've came into a conclusion and I figured that one protocol and one method stand out from all other methods. And this method is by far the best method to increase your testosterone. So if you want to know what that best method is, I put it into a free mini course which you can find the link to in the description below.